EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to feature some of the best young talent in the world of golf. From Harbortown Golf Links on Hilton Head Island, live second round coverage of the Hilton Head Invitational. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. And we've got a packed group at the top with a tie at 12 under. Meanwhile, our featured golfer, no lock to play the weekend, hovering a few shots inside the cut line, entering play. That one looking good. It's in the fairway here to start round two. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notavigay the third.
107 yards to the front, 116 to the hole. Have to calculate the wind coming from right to left. Gap wedge started left to the hole and staying there. Going to leave a little work left.
Really nothing wrong with that approach shot. Just a little shy of where you'd like to finish up, but still one good putt, maybe a birdie.
Oh, yes. That's the way to start the day. It is a birdie here at the opening hole. And coming off the 63 yesterday, he'll move to 1 under for his round today. On now to the second hole, the first of 3 par 5s here at Harbortown at a mere 502 yards. It is also the shortest of these par 5s. Any misses right or left of the fairway could block you out from going for the green in 2, but a drive of the short grass could open up one of the best. Well, that one misses the fairway, but Frank, not too bad, so a chance still to get out of the gates birdie.
Yeah, golf's not a game of perfect. I'm curious on how this second shot's going to be hit, though.
Safely back into the fairway. That was the job at hand, and it's a good end result. Eight feet remaining here for birdie. Can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. And he gets it to 2 under for his round. 11 under now for the tournament. Up next, the 469-yard par 4 third. Trees lining both sides of the fairway, so a straight tee shot is imperative. More bogeys than birdies here, so most players are happy with a par. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. From the fairway, Nota, this is second.
145 left to the hole, coming off a birdie on the previous, looking for 2 in a row.
PGA Tour, Korn Ferry Tour, I don't care. That is a great shot.
No sweat. It is a birdie here at the third. And he's got it to 3 under now. Just 2 back. This is vintage Pete Dye, isn't it? Risk and reward, 200-yard par 3 fourth. Obviously, you need to carry that water hazard running the entire length of this hole. You're going to miss. You miss right. You don't want to miss it short or long, that's for sure. And that's where the Gators are waiting for some golf balls. Okay, good shot and a putt for birdie here at number 4. He has a 12-footer here. Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. Now to the second of the par 5s, the 549-yard fifth. It's a dogleg left off the tee with bunkers on either side of the fairway, but a good drive up near or beyond that cart path should leave you with a good look into a green that slopes off to the right. That's a good strike right there, and this is going to split the middle. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Five feet now for birdie. Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. And he'll get it now to 4 under par. Just 2 shots off the lead. Another hole at Harbor Town where position, accuracy will be rewarded. This par 4-6 at 419 yards. Get it in the right spot, and you can make a birdie here. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Now from just 94 yards out, this his second. And this is looking really good.
Oh, that was a good strike. Took it straight at it, too. That one bounce and check. Well played.
Not a long putt, but a side hiller for birdie. He'll say he should have made that. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he's going to stay 2 back. On to the 7th at 195 yards. This one of the tougher par 3s on the course. The water shouldn't be a big issue. More pressing, those two giant trees that serve like sentries at the front of the green. Any ball that gets hung up in there could very likely come down in that bunker that encircles about 90% of the green.
Tell you what, I've enjoyed watching this display all day long. We hear the phrase in football, ball control. It applies to what we've seen here from this player. That is an outstanding display of ball control. Well done. That one rolled in for a birdie. And he'll move to within a shot of the lead at 5 under par. On to the number 1 handicap hole here at Harbour Town, and fittingly the one considered the most difficult, the par 4 8th at 473 yards. Overzealous golfers could run out of fairway when using the driver, but the approach to a narrow green with a long bunker left and water makes the second shot one of the most harrowing on the course. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie. Now this for another birdie. Oh no, I think he was about ready to walk that in. That looked on target the whole way. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he's going to remain one shot off the pace. One thing you don't see too often on the PGA Tour, 332-yard par 4s. But that's what we've got here on the closing hole to this front side. Before you think about knocking this on, though, take note of the large bunker that completely protects the front of the green. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. So the great tee shot left him here. Now his second from relatively close range. Okay, that's acceptable there. This is a 13-footer. That one read perfectly. It is a birdie here at the 9th, and that will make this an even 30 for the front side, going out in 6 under par. The back 9 starts here at the 451-yard par 410. This hole offers one of the few real wide landing zones to take aim at. However, beware of the lagoon left. If you can find the short grass, birdie is very much in play. This one turning left a bit off the tee. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
Oh, this could be good.
I'm not quite sure that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
Chance now for another birdie. Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here sandwiched around the turn at 9 and 10. And that is going to push him into the lead here on this Friday. The 11th hole now at 436 yards. One thing you'll notice about this fairway, the further up you get, the narrower it becomes. So some would say 3-wood, not the worst of ideas here.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder, how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
A touch long, a touch left. But still, how good can you putt?
Oh, the pace perfect on that one. It's in for birdie. And he's opened up a 2-shot lead here in round 2. On to the 12th now at 430 yards. We've had a handful of right-to-lefters so far. This one's going to work the other way. As we've mentioned before, accuracy is the key off the tee, as some of those pine trees can reach out and grab you if your tee shot's not where it needs to be. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. Second shot, good look at the green. This could be a good one.
Oh, nothing wrong with that iron shot. It's a good one. Just a little short, little right, but still a very good place to putt from.
Now this for another birdie. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. And he draws 3 shots clear on this Friday. This is one of the more visually striking holes here at Harbour Town, the 373-yard par 4 13. You've got trees flanking both sides, a few of which spring up right in the middle of the left bunker, leading to an approach to a slightly elevated green with Alan's Dye's signature cypress planks all around. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Second shot from 120.
Ball was always heading a little bit right, but inside 10 feet, there's nothing wrong with that on this hole.
Very makeable 8-footer for birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And he's now the leader by 4 here on this Friday.
The 14th now at Harbor Town, a par 3 at 190 yards. Don't let the fact that this is the number 18 handicap hole fool you. The danger is self-evident on this hole as water runs all along the right side of the green.
That's a fun tee shot to hit right there. You know the wind is at your back. You tee it high and just let it go. Get it up there in the jet stream, and that's just what he did. He's going to love that. I mean, this is just becoming too easy now. That a 6th consecutive birdie, and he has now moved 5 clear of the field here in round 2. Now to the lone par 5 on this backside, the longest hole on the course, the 588-yard par 5 15th. This one is a toughie, featuring a narrow landing area off the tee with bunkers on both sides, as well as a somewhat that's the kind of swing you want to break down and study. Perfect tempo on the backswing, club head pointing to the target, and then just an explosion through impact. Very well done. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Chance now for another birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Oh, the pace was spot on. That ball somehow just decided not to go down. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. The final 3-hole stretch begins here at the 434-yard par 4 16th. It's a dogleg left with an expanse of sand running along much of the entire left side of the hole. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Here we go, 7-footer for birdie. Yes, a good roll there. That's in for birdie. And the lead swells to 6 here on this Friday.
2 holes remain as we come to the par 3 17th at 174 yards. You'll want to aim right of that one lone tree in the distance, almost like what you see on the South Carolina state flag. And be sure to steer clear of the bunkers here, because making par from there, not a sure thing.
All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he continues to just build up a massive lead for the weekend.
What a finishing hole this is. At 472 yards, the par 4 18th. Most will try to aim just right of that Hilton Head lighthouse in the distance. And that sets up an approach with trouble left and long.
I'll tell you what, that swing, absolutely perfect, and a good result as well. Now note his second from the fairway.
Staring at 142 to the hole. Wind is helping from behind, so you can take a little less club.
This one's looking good.
Well, no surprise. We've already seen some great iron shots this week, but that is another one.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. You betcha. Birdies at 16, 17, and 18 to wrap things up. So another look at the leaderboard, and you'll almost do a double take, Frank, our featured golfer with a commanding lead through 36 holes.
So far, it's just been just a clinic again. I know I use that word a lot, Rich, but it looks like two different players. One at the top and the chasers. Different league.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody.